Hello, welcome to Duncan Egg Bricks and to part 43 of my Hogwarts MOC series. Today we're going to be making a start, at long last, on the Chamber of Secrets. Now, when I say making a start, it really is just going to be that. This is actually going to be part one of a sort of series within a series. I'm going to be taking individual parts to look at the different bits of the Chamber of Secrets. Now, first things first, we need a bunch of pieces. These are all the pieces that I had in my collection already. It's a mixture of pieces from the recent Hogwarts sets, including the actual Chamber of Secrets set itself. As you can see, I've got the basilisk in here waiting to go, but also some other parts that I had in my collection. Now, this wasn't nearly enough, so I've gone ahead and made some bricklink orders. And so we have got another bag there, another bag there, and there, and there, and there, and finally another bag there, which just has a burp inside it. So a lot of pieces there, and I'm going to need to go ahead and sort them all out into different types to make it a little bit easier for me to get building. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we will make a start on the first of at least 3 parts of the Chamber of Secrets. Well, there we go. Those are all the pieces sorted out. They are not completely divided into very, very specific types of pieces, but we've got things like tiles here, slopes here, wedges here, plates, some of the larger parts over there, lots of different bits and pieces. So hopefully that'll make things a lot easier as I go ahead and build it. Now, if you haven't seen already from the thumbnail, this time we're going to be building the slide that takes you down into the Chamber of Secrets, obviously going to be directly underneath the girls' bathroom, which I have already created. I'll leave a link to that video. So yeah, we should go ahead and start building that, starting with the foundations right at the bottom. So there we are, that's the start. This is going to be the size and shape of the entire build. You can see this bit's going to be on the outside, so we've got those blue wedge plates that I've got all around my castle, which just show the water of the lake. Obviously in the real model and in the films, the castle is a lot higher up, but I'm not going to try and model all of that. Definitely didn't set out to do that at any point. I've just used a variety of plates just here, and then you can see there are those wedge plates and just a randomly coloured plate just here because it doesn't matter. And then all of that is held together with bricks, and there will be some bricks along here as well. So this side is going to be the rock face facing outwards, and then this side is going to be the interior. I actually only have the slide, which is going to be roughly just here, and then this area is actually empty but sectioned off, and then the front will butt on to where the rest of the Chamber of Secrets is going to be. So if you've got any ideas of what I should put in some of these little spaces, I know I do want to do some of the extra tunnels that go with the Chamber of Secrets, but if you've got any other ideas, then let me know. Right, time to get on and add some more rock work, including some of the big ugly rock pieces that I've got. Burps are in place, or other burps and merps, I think the corner one might be. Just these 2 different ones. Just used them several times before on the castle, just to create that bit of strength and also take up a decent amount of space. These ones are actually linked together. There is a little bit of a join between them just going on underneath there. This yellow bit here doesn't need to be yellow, it's just a random colour. Just happened to pick out all yellow bricks. This is what's going to support the slide and the walls around it. Just need to do a little bit more detailing with bricks to join these together, fill in that gap and then this gap down here, and then yeah, build up the rest of this, which is going to be the kind of tunnel mouth or the end of the slide as it comes out here, and then build up the rock work all around it. I've also got a smaller tunnel which is just going to be here, and I will show you how I have built that, just kind of trying to represent all the different bits of slides and things that go on in the film. So I'm going to do a big chunk more construction now because I want to make sure we get on and show you exactly how things are all going to shape up. There we are, that's a bit more like progress. The rocks are filled in on both sides as well as being joined together, and we have got the start of the main structure. So you can see it goes from dark bluish grey to light bluish grey in there. You can still see a little bit of yellow, but that's because I'm undecided what's going on in here, so I will put some walls at the back there. That, however, is supporting these panel pieces just here, which are surrounding the slide, and as you can see, I've got the end to the slide just there. This is going to be filled in just above here, so So I bet you can tell exactly where the hole in the bathroom floor is, just above. And yeah, the structure is taking shape. I think next I am going to do the smaller little sort of tunnel end, which is going to go just here, which is actually going to use two 1x4 arch pieces, one of which is going to need to be flipped upside down. So as I do that, I will just show you my technique for doing it. So here's the setup I've got for that little circular window. Just a couple of bricks with the modified tiles with bars on the top, and then I've used these modified tiles which only have studs on one side, so we've got a smooth area here. You could just use a regular 1x4 tile and a 1x4 plate. It's just how I've chosen to do it. And then what I've actually done is got the bottom part of the arch, so this is studs up, just a 1x4 tile on top, and then two modified plates with clips. All being well, this should all work out. I will flip it upside down and then just pop it onto there. Just popping off, there we go. And because of that, that all matches up absolutely perfectly. And then we just have this little sub-assembly just here, which has the arch the right way up, and that attaches on both sides. So this top arch is only attached by the studs on the top, which is absolutely fine because that keeps it in place. And there we have a small, pretty much completely circular window. It is a little bit shame about this flashing of the parts there. Notice that's starting to creep in with quite a lot of smaller Lego parts, which is a shame. Normally they would be hidden because you'd be using the clip side, but obviously as that's part of the structure, we can't do it. So there we go. That is looking pretty good. Still a little bit of height to add across the front here. Just started adding in some details. You can see I've got all the different rocks sloping in different directions, some larger slopes, some inverted, little cheese slopes in different colours. I've also managed to use some of these unicorn horns in sand green, which you get quite a lot of if you collect the more recent Hogwarts sets, just using them as stalactites coming down from the ceiling. And there's actually some part usage in what will be the next video of this little mini series, where I've managed to use some parts that I honestly thought I was never going to be able to use in my Hogwarts or elsewhere, so I was really happy to get those done. Right, okay, let's do one last push and get all the rest of this done, and then I'll show you it in conjunction with the girls' bathroom. There we go, that is this section of the Chamber of Secrets done. You can see I have finished off the top with some bricks and also tiles. You might also see that there are some green plates off to the side just there. That's because this bit is not actually underneath the building. This is the start of the lawns where the greenhouses are, or rather the greenhouse in my castle. I made the decision actually after doing the bricklaying quarters to change the surfaces there to green rather than dark bluish grey, because that makes a lot more sense. Don't know why I didn't think of it. So you'll see some more of that cropping up. Right, there we go. Let's just give this a test first of all without anything on top. We'll just use very afraid looking Professor Lockhart, and we'll try to stop him from falling off the table. There we go, works perfectly. Was a little worried because of the arch on top that wouldn't work, but it is all working fine. And of course we then have to pop on top the bathroom. So yeah, there we go, that just fits in place. Just a couple of studs to keep it anchored. That's not going anywhere. As you can see, that's the outside. Just give it a spin around so you can see what this looks like. I will go back and detail this with some random slopes and little bits of plants and foliage and stuff, just to make it look a little bit more interesting and in keeping with the rest of the castle. So yeah, that's how it all looks, and I think it's only right that we do a test again with the bathroom. So hoping you can all see this properly. So there is Moaning Myrtle in her bathroom, and we flip one of the sinks up, and then we can post Lockhart through there. If we just get him in without, there we go, and he came out the end and fell onto the floor. So I'm really, really glad that works. I've not tried it before, and I hope you'll agree that it looks really good. Slight shame about the lighting. That's something I'm also going to try and fix when we move to the new house, is to make sure the lighting's a bit more even. But yeah, I think that looks really great. It looks fantastic from the outside. I actually love that splash of green more than I was expecting, actually. And there's going to be space for a little scene down there, and then the same thing over on the other side. So yeah, it's looking really good, and I'm really happy with how that's worked. Okay, so that's part one of the Chamber of Secrets down. Next time we're going to be building the sort of main antechamber, where the door with the snakes on is, and yeah, just making a little bit more progress, and then finally we'll be adding the chamber itself. We won't be 100% finished once we've done that, but we will be most of the way there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Click subscribe and you will hopefully see the new videos when they come out. And yeah, if you've enjoyed, leave a comment down below, leave the video a like, and thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.